Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be my Black Lightning review. Freedom isn't free. Not too much has happened in this episode, but overall, it was a really great episode. A lot of interesting things going on. We see the Gravedigger. He's he's filming himself, telling the story of how he became who he is and what he wants to do to the Metahumans in Freeland. He wants to basically kidnap them, or else he will kill them. I find the part where he discussed about how he got his name, his origin story of his name, about it was his mission to bury the unknowns, people who went unidentified properly, and he's using that as a motive for his for what he does now. He wants to give people the proper, he wants to bury them properly, like the people who did get in his way of what he wants. So the way he got his name, it makes sense now. It makes me understand what he wants to do, what he wants to do. Overall, I feel like his that why would he need them to go to Markovia, for example? If Gravedigger, for example, if I was Gravedigger, I would make the serum and bring the serum to them. You know what I mean? But overall, at the same time, it makes sense. Just why he doesn't want to do that. He wants to have all them Markovia and have an army and really do more tests with them and such. But overall, it makes sense why he wants to do what he wants to do, but it's not right for him to do so. We see that Lynn and Dr.Jace talk to each other about what Gravedigger is capable of, and then we see Gamby and Jefferson having a similar conversation about what will happen if their mission isn't successful, if they aren't able to save the medals from Gravedigger. And Jefferson says that the government will nuke Freeland if he isn't stopped, and that's not the way to go. I feel like that's definitely not the right solution to do so. So it's obvious that Jefferson he's in a lot of stress because of this mission, and he's putting his family online. And speaking of putting his family online, he puts Jennifer in the back of the front line. She wants to be right there in front and facing Gravedigger, but Jennifer's father won't let her, because he has his own plans of how he wants to deal with this mission, which is really dangerous. So to me, I feel later in the episode, Gamby agrees with Jennifer that she wants to be in the front line, but at the same time, I feel like it will be better to have Jefferson in the front first, and then Jennifer, because Gravedigger really is powerful. Kalo is followed by Markovian soldiers, and they're being obvious and really not sneaky at all. So basically, inside Kalo's head, him and Painkiller were trying to Painkiller saved Kalo from the Markovian soldiers, and Kalo obviously is not having that. He's not having his mind controlled at all. He wants to really be free, and the Markovian soldiers were the fact that the Markovian soldiers were attacking him, and then which led Painkiller out. It means that he's set free. It was really, I felt like it was unclear if Painkiller was in control in the beginning, but later in the episode we see that he is, and Kalo gets trapped inside a mainframe, unfortunately. So I hope he find a way back. And the action scene was really cool with the swords. Overall, I feel like Kalo, I really wish Kalo could really have his freedom. I really want him to just, he doesn't want to cause any more harm. I feel like Painkiller is not really doing him a favor at this point, for obvious reasons. He wants to Painkiller wants to kill the Pierce family, and Killer just wants to get away from all, which he really should. Just in this decision, he's not Painkiller's kills. So it's really interesting that Brandon wants to find out more about his father, and he talks to Dr. Jace about he wants to know the truth. So he kidnapped Dr. Jace, and I don't know why Dr. Jace doesn't just say it. He just sits there, and then later on in the episode, Brendan ties her up, and she still isn't saying a word. I don't know why Dr. Jace just does it. If she wants to be free and doesn't want to hurt anymore, why doesn't she just say what she needs to say to Brandon and then go with that? It's obvious that she's doing that for a reason. So it's obvious that let's say he's alive, right? She's pointing there's something really deeper going on about this, and if Brandon's father's not alive, then she will be messing with Brandon, and it'll be a risky move, and Brandon will really end Dr. Jace if he doesn't get the answers he needs. So if I was Dr. Jace, I would just say what I need to say, regardless of how angry Brandon is. So overall, I really would want Dr. Jace to give Brandon an answer, because if she doesn't, then her life will be at risk by Brandon. I don't remember if Black Lightning knows everything now about Lala being alive, but overall, Black Lightning and Thunder, they talk to Lala and they want his help, because the ASA is weakened and Freeland is in grave danger, and Thunder is really mad at Lala too. Both of them, they're mad at Lala because he won't help it. He's driven by his own rules, and that's not that works for him. To be honest, I feel like his life will be used up with his friend Dante in danger, and instead of making things really worse for him, instead of making Lala look bad, he doesn't have any common sense, to be honest. Overall, I feel like he really needs to, if he wants to feed Freeland, he needs to, I feel like he would need to help Black Lightning and such, because who knows, Gravedigger may come after Lala, he'll never know, and that would be a really big risk, and it will not end well for him. So we see that Mr. Odell and Lady Eve are in a car talking to each other, and so Lady Eve wants a seat on the shuttlerboard table, and she wants to she offers Odell that if Odell dies, he need to be brought back to life because of the Lazarus thing, and also she knows the information of the briefcase as well, and Mr. Odell doesn't want to be. It's really interesting that Mr. Odell doesn't want to be brought back to life if he dies. I feel like if he does come back to life, it'll really haunt Lady Eve. He will be furious of her, and overall I feel like he would like to have the briefcase, especially that Black Lightning told Odell about he mentioned the name Gravedigger, so now Odell knows the name of him, but he doesn't know what's really going on. So overall, he needs the location of I feel like Lily wants him to find out what the briefcase is, so he can understand more about what's going on, and she wants the seat back at the table, and her hotel to be back in. She wants the hotel to go back to work. So we see that Lala and Devante, they find that Dr. Blair, and Lala's wondering what's Dwight's doing. He comes back to Freeland, or in other words, where he will be. And who knows if who knows if Tobias will come back to Freeland if he does, it would be because he wants to, or because someone will bring him to him. Bring him going back to Freeland isn't gonna be easy. So who knows what's gonna happen to Tobias, and it's still and debating how bad it is. It may be Black Lightning's fault if something really bad happens to Tobias, because else one of his missions was to bring him back along with Dr.Jace. So who knows if Tobias, or when Tobias will come back to Freeland. It will be what's gonna be going on down between Tobias, Lala, and Black Lightning, and Mr. Odell. Because I don't know if he wants to, Odell wants to deal with Tobias anymore. I don't know about that. If he's interested in experimenting more with Tobias. So Len does some tests on. At first I thought she was working with some green light stuff, but it turns out that she matched Gravedigger's DNA and Jefferson's DNA, and they all related, and that's Gravedigger is Jefferson's great uncle, and it makes sense now on why Jennifer and Ainssa and Jefferson were stable male humans. And on a side note, it's obvious that at first, when Jennifer had her powers, she didn't really have great control of her powers. She wasn't as stable as Ainssa or anything like that, but overall I feel like she eventually is able to control her powers. But back to the topic, it makes sense why those three are members that are stable, to be honest. Because the story makes sense now for why those three didn't die when they got their powers or anything like that. Yeah, because Gravedigger, his body was able to have the metals, any serum that was in him, to his powers. It made him be alive, so that because of his strength, and that's what led up to Jefferson and his girls to have to be alive with the powers. So in this episode we see that Jennifer wants to go after Gravedigger, and she tells TC to be on the lookout to see if not on the lookout, but find out if she has any information on where he might be and such. And she eventually does that. So she goes there and fights Gravedigger, and she almost dies and gets to Black Lightning. He saves Jennifer, and they're about to fight each other, and the episode ends there. But before the episode ends, we see that Ainssa and Grace, we see that they're talking to each other, and Grace is evolving. I thought of the word Pokemon when she said evolving, but that they want to engage before the mission starts, and that they're moving too quickly. But I feel like I liked it when Ainssa spoke to her mom, that it made sense why she wants to do what she wants to do. And I really liked it. Ainssa spoke to her mom, because it makes the audience feel like understand why she wants to get married as soon as possible. So I like that. Overall, it was a really nice episode. This episode is really strong and wants to do. Like I said, not much has happened, but a lot has happened at the same time. So overall, what do you think about this episode? Do you guys think Dr.Jace will tell Brandon what needs to be done, and do you think Dr.Jace would tell Brandon what he needs to hear or not in time before it's too late? And what do you guys think about what Gravedigger might do to the Pierce family and Chloe as well? So it's gonna be a little crazy. And also was Odell and Lady Eve gonna be up to. So Ainssa invites the family for the family dinner, and they bring Jefferson and Lynn, they bring Erica, TC with them. So I really like that they did that, because they have nowhere else to go. So I really like that they brought them in. Overall, I feel like in this episode Jefferson may be feeling a little stressed out with everything going on, and then with him finding out that he's related to Gravedigger and all his other dates have been thrown on his mind throughout the episode. I feel like especially him putting his family in the front line. He was trying to, because his family, he wants to protect them and such. So overall, I understand why Jefferson feels the way he feels in this episode. He's putting so much on line. He's doing a really risky mission, and yeah, it's really interesting to see what I understand why he feels the way he feels. Overall, yeah, this was a really great episode. What I think about this episode of Black Lightning, or something or thinking about what will happen with the characters and many of the characters or the story. Let me know in the comments below, and click here on the right if you want to catch up to the other Black Lightning reviews I've done. Subscribe if you're new. Until that, I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.